Now, the single fire truck in Trelawny was destroyed in a blaze on Thursday afternoon. Now, there were no injuries, thankfully, but the acting assistant commissioner at the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Emilio Ibang, said that the fire truck was being used to extinguish a bushfire in Georgia near the closed Long Pond sugar factory.
Oh, man. That's all. I just need to start with that. Oh, man. Yeah, that's really not good news, but I'm hoping that we can just find a way to, provide them with another one as soon as possible, because a fire is something that is so unpredictable at times, and you just never know when you're going to need to out that fire. So I'm really hoping that, someone chips in or we pull together.
There must be insurance somewhere, and at the end of the day, the fire truck was doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
It responded to what it is assigned to do. So the eventualities for a situation like that must have been penciled in when you think about what the truck, the crew are at risk to in that kind of situation.
But
so
the upside is that no one was hurt.
I'm hoping that they can resolve it quickly.
There were no deaths. Yeah.
Because if it's the only fire truck in Trelawny, then that means that right now Trelawny is without a fire truck, and we don't know when again. They may need assistance.
Just let's see what happens. I hope, as you said, a chip in and we get another one soon. But as I say, I'm just happy that no one was hurt.
Yes.
Nobody was
happy
hurt.
About
Thank
that.
God. Thank God. Thank God. All right. Now, with about 5,759 or 3.4% of the 170,000 persons directly employed to Jamaica's tourism sector receiving vaccination against COVID-19 to date, concerns have been raised that the country could become less attractive to visitors if its competitors have a greater take-up of the jab among hospitality workers in other jurisdictions. Whoa. So, basically, if it is that other countries start to vaccinate their tourism workers, then the tourists that we are getting currently, because they can't go to other countries, then when they become vaccinated, the tourists might not want to come here or see us as like the hub for visits at the moment. When we talk about vaccination, it's some people are for it, some people are against it. But I think that we still just have to try and attract tourists whichever way. I still think that we need to...
Jamaica as a tourism destination is not based on,
whether or not people are vaccinated.
We've had outbreaks of different things.
Yeah.
So many times.
So...
And I think one of the things too is when you, like the US, who they've now stated that the persons who have been fully vaccinated, they're able to wear masks
inside or outside. Yeah.
Right. So there will be persons until it is, it's almost like it's you must take your vaccine before you can work again, which they're not stipulating this by law right now. Then it's still going to be a case where you still have to protect yourself. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like you have a power to protect yourself. Yeah. But most of these persons who are actually coming into the island are also vaccinated.
Well, some are,
The question again remains the effectiveness of the vaccine. Because if I'm vaccinated, I should be able to not worry about whether or not I'm going to be getting COVID again. And so, if I'm a vaccinated person coming into Jamaica to enjoy the sea and the sunshine,
you just want to enjoy
I just want to enjoy the sea and the sunshine.
I don't think that, yes, it is a concern, but I don't think it's like top priority. You get what I'm saying?
We'll see.
So, competition is always good, but at the same time, I know that we want to rake in those, the foreign currency. But at the same time, I think we can still find, effective ways to still lure tourists to come here.
And the right remains. The rights of people remain as to whether or not they want to take this vaccine or not. For right now, it still is something that we still have a right to opt.
And also, you mentioned right about taking the vaccine, right to travel as well, or whether they choose or opt to travel during these times. Because there are people who say, whether or not I take the vaccine, I'm going to travel. Or there are other persons who say, boy, I'm going to hold off a little bit. I'm not to take no airplane right now. So, it's personal choice, personal decision, and of course, personal responsibility.
Absolutely. Calabar's Nathan Wade, remember, slain coach of KC, Casey remains on top at champs. Wednesday's Class 2 long jump success by Wade brought as much pain as it did pride for the youngster, who dedicated his bronze medal at the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championship to his slain coach. Yeah.
Well, I like to look at the positives first. You know, the positives is that, one, he got a chance to show his skills and his athletic ability at the ISO champs this year. We didn't have one last year. And two, he got a medal. You know, it was bronze, but he still did well enough to receive a medal. And three, he got an opportunity to still, you know, show that pride and that love and actually remember his coach during that time. Of course, it's a sad moment. It's a sad moment for many of them. But yeah, I think we can look at the positives that champ still happened. You still got to show your athletic abilities this year, and you still medal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, in these unprecedented times. So keep your head up. You know, we know that a lot is going on in the world right now, but keep your head up, keep positive, keep focused, and, you know, just know that he's still with you, you know. And finally, guys, Gaza came under heavy artillery fire early Friday morning amid reports later conclusively denied that the Israeli army had launched a possible ground invasion of the Strip. W, you want to start with this one?
No. What I will say is that we can't, there's a meme of Minister Marion Hall going around where she said, "Me tired." That is exactly the sentiments of a lot of us. There's just so many things happening.
Now.
And if COVID wasn't something already that we're universally fighting, like every country has had a bout of COVID-19, now here comes another unrest, something for us to tackle. And, you know, it's unfortunate because people are dying, kids are dying, innocent people are dying in the mix of all of what's happening, and people are still confused as to what the basis is for the violence, so they don't know where it came from all of a sudden.
Let's
you know,
hope for a resolve soon.
So,
that's all I will say, and leave it right there.
Yeah.
That's all I will say right now. Yeah.
But that's it for trending topics, guys.